In this video, we'll see how to use the bulk age grade tool that automatically performs age grading on running race results. So here is the bulk age grade tool, and here is an example of running results and the age grading that the bulk age grade tool calculates. The tool is located at royandpython.com/bag. And there's a link in the video description to the tool. Let's take a tour, but first, what is age grading? As we grow up, we get faster until we hit our prime in our 20s or 30s, and after that we go downhill, as they say. It can be discouraging for older runners as they slow down year after year, but age grading takes this into account and evaluates a runner's performance relative to the world's fastest runner of their gender and age. So even though we're slowing down, we may actually be improving relative to people our age. There are two age grading metrics provided by the bulk age grade tool. Age performance percent, that's this column, and age graded result, this column. The age performance percent is a runner's pace relative to world record pace for someone of their age and gender, and is expressed as a percentage from 0 to 100. So in this case, the first place runner in the race is male, 25 years old, so they're in their prime, and they ran a time for a 10K of 39 minutes, 6 seconds, and that age performance relative to world record for their age, which is prime for a male, is 68% of world record pace. So if you age grade, okay, so that the second column is, well, the first column here is age graded result. Age graded result is equivalent, the equivalent time for a 25-year-old. In other words, it's the result you would get if you apply the runner's age performance percent to world record pace for a 25-year-old. Now, the first place runner happens to be 25 years old, so the age graded result is the same as their actual race time. Now, on the other hand, here's a younger person, 17-year-old, came in second place with a time of 41:07, and at 17 you're younger than your prime, so the age graded result is actually faster. So this person expected as they grow older to get a little bit faster, but not a lot. You're close to your prime at 17. And so then let's find like an older person, and here is, well, let's pick a female down here, 67-year-old female, ran a time of 51 minutes, which is pretty fast for an older person. And the age performance percent is 83%, so that's quite good relative to world record pace for a 67-year-old woman. And so when you age grade it, it's like a 36. So what it's saying is if she was 25, the time that she ran is equivalent to about a 36-minute 10K for a woman, which is quite fast. So there are various online calculators that will age grade an individual result, and you can just punch in your age, your gender, and your time, and get your age grading results. The whole point of the bulk age grade tool is to automatically process all the results from a race. The calculations are performed using the age grading tool written by Howard Grubb. So that's one of the tools that's available. We click on the help, the question mark, we get a help of the bulk age grade tool, and here is a link to the Howard Grubb site, which allows you to plug in individual race times, and you can do field events also. Anyhow, so there's a description of how that's done. So bulk age grade just takes the formula in here and applies it to all of the results of a race. So how do we use the bulk age grade tool? Let's reload the page to clear everything out here. And then we'll find race results. And You can find race results on a web page, or you may have them in a spreadsheet, someplace else. So here we have the hop half. There's the 10K, 5K, and here I've selected the 10K distance. Here are the results page. And what you do is you select the entire page. So I can just go and select all and then copy. Then I go back to bulk age grade tool and I paste the results into the window where it says copy and paste results here. Paste, and automatically it loads the results into a table. If everything goes well, and in this case, what we can do is we can click. There's some options here. You can look at the entire raw file, or you can split the screen, look at both, or you can hit table. So here's the table, and it looks like it was imported properly. So step 2 is to identify which columns identify gender, age, and time, because those will be used to do the age grading. So we double click on, or single click depending on your browser, and you can see that the column names are gender, age, and then time here. So gender, double click, and just from the drop down select age, or you can just type it in like so, time. And the distance, you entered the distance of the race, and it was a 10K. You click on the units, so 10 kilometers, and then you click the age grade button. And automatically the age grading, 2 age grading columns are added. So here we get, again, the first place time, got a 68% performance, equivalent age graded result because he's 25 years old, and so on, down to the 67-year-old woman who ran 51 minutes, 83%, really good performance relative to world record, and a really good age graded result of 36 minutes. So, oh yeah, and so another feature is that you can click on any column in this table and it will sort. It will sort the table based on that column. So here we go, and sure enough, the 67-year-old woman had the best age performance percentage by quite a lot. And then you can see as we go down the list. So it's just a different way of looking at it. The first place runner actually falls to about 6th place when we consider age and gender performance. Okay, so that's how it works. However, if the table is not loaded correctly, and that will happen because the different web pages have different formats and doesn't always work properly. So let's take a look at another example from Eugene Half Marathon, and we will, as before, select the entire page. We'll copy it, go back to the bulk age grade tool, we'll start fresh, reload the page. Copy and paste results. And look over here, the headings didn't come in properly, names didn't come in, gender is mixed up, so it didn't come in. Let's expand it. Didn't come in properly. Okay, so if that happens, there's another thing that we can try that hopefully will work. We go back to the page of results. What you need to do is count the number of columns in the results. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. You need to count 23, and then when you select, instead of selecting the whole page, you start with the headings and select just the table. And I do on my computer and browser, whoops, don't want to go down here. Left mouse click and then scroll to get to the whole table. And it's the first 100 records of the results. Copy. Let's just go back. Sure, yeah, that appears to be got just the table. Go to bulk age grade. Now we're going to reload again. Reload the page. In the column number field, we'll type in that it's exactly 23 columns in the results. We'll go and copy and paste here. And it will expand the table. This looks much better. There still were a few things that came in sort of wonky as far as place. That was the overall. They had two different bits of information in some of the columns. But as far as the headings came in, gender appears to be fine. They have various splits, but the clock time or chip time, and you could age grade on either one, but chip time seems to be fine and age seems to be fine. So good. So gender is again called, column is called gender. Age is called age. And time, we can either use clock or chip time, and I'm going to use chip time. And it's a half marathon, so 0.5 units of a marathon, so half marathon, age grade. And here are the performance, the age graded columns that are added. This was a fast race. A lot of people in the 80s as far as percentage. And what we can do again is we can click on age performance percent to sort it. And so the highest one was 89% and a bunch of 88%. And we can look at some of the ages of these people. They were pretty much young, but there's some older people. And we go over here, and it turns out that the first place overall actually also had the best age graded performance. But then you have somebody here who came in 73rd place. Let's see. Let's look at that one. 73rd place, yeah, that was the man who was 57 years old, had a chip time of 1 hour and 20 minutes for 57, which is, yeah, it's a good half marathon time. That's equivalent, saying that if he were 25 years old, at that same performance relative to world record, he would run 1 hour and 7 minutes. So good, that worked. Now one thing to show here is there are two different, the Howard Grubb calculator comes with two different sets of tables. One is 2010, actually this is 2006, 2010 age grading factors, and the other one is 2015. And there are more recent, as I say, there are various calculators out there which use somewhat different data sets and factors. And you'll see that in this results, they actually did also calculate age percentage. And you'll see that the numbers are close, but they're not exactly the same. So it's using different standards. So on the second try, it seems to have worked fine. Yippee! However, if it still doesn't work, what you can do is you can report a problem, enter your email address, which is optional, add any comments, also optional. The raw data that you used will be attached, and then I'll either try to modify the tool to accommodate the data set that you had, or I will get back in touch with you as far as a suggestion for what you might do. That is if you included an email address. And lastly, if you want to save the results of this, there isn't an export tool, but what you can do is you can highlight, select the entire table, highlight the table. Copy, and you can paste it to a document like a spreadsheet. And there you go. Looks like it came in okay with the age grading columns. And you can see, for instance, let's see, somebody who had the 57-year-old man who ran a 120, which converted age graded to a 107. So when you sort by the age grading percentage, he finished 73rd, but once you sort, it comes out as, well, now we can see, well, minus the headers, comes out as 9, but actually 8. So he comes out eighth after age grading. Okay. So that's it. That's how to use the bulk age grade tool. Again, go to roaringpython.com/bag to use the tool. I hope it's helpful. Let me know if you have any questions, suggestions, or ideas. And click on the Roaring Python icon located in the upper right corner to explore other running tools and applications. Here's the Roaring Python icon. And here's the home page for Roaring Python. And this tool, as well as others, is filed under Almost Live Sports. So here you have the bulk age grade tool, and another one, for instance, is Wordle Hurdle, which is a combination of the word game Wordle with interval workout on the track. That's fun. Okay, thanks, and bye.